Yes, the only time I like Mark is when he cuts well.
And yes, I did use the wrong grammar on purpose.
Cut good.
Cut good.
We do have Tanjiro sword. Yes. Best
Cuts.
sword? Best sword at what?
Cut stuff good.
What sword is that? This is the Spring Mint Dragonfly, the one that we just pulled out. And then this is
so I know what one of these long swords is going to be.
actually no. We still have the katana version. We just have to replace this one. So this is the
Silver Samurai. I think.
Silver Samurai. I think is the name of this one.
I think Marvel wants a piece of the action for that name.
Silver Samurai. Is there a Marvel super?
It's a villain. Yeah.
Really? I thought there was a Silver Surfer.
And, Wolverine fights him when he goes to Japan.
Well, this one looks. He does look pretty villainous. So a villainous samurai there. All right. So that is the Marvel Silver Samurai, I guess. This one is $250. This one that we're just showing is $250.
If you get it as a Daisho, the longsword is $25 off the pair.
Audio on. Inspired cosplay. Can you hear us? Hey, Zeiss Armies. Hey, everyone. We're back.
Mike De La Vega.
Mike De La Vega in the house.
Oh,
All right. What do we got there?
Takemitsu probably.
It's a super lightweight.
Yeah.
I don't think we get a Takemitsu for. Is that a Wakizashi?
Yeah. Well, I mean, first time for everything. I think this is a Takemitsu.
I wonder if we got this. Oh,
Takemitsu.
Okay. So this is actually a custom. This is a custom. I got to figure out who did it. I don't remember who did it. So
Who's responsible for this?
I know. It's a Takemitsu Musashi. So pretty cool
Wakizashi.
there. Wakizashi. Musashi style tuba. Pretty cool. I just can't remember who ordered it, so I got to go look through my.
Now everyone's gonna come and be like, "It's me. It was me."
Yeah, well, let me know if you're watching live and this is the one that you ordered, the Wakizashi, then let me know and I will be sure to that'll help me find it later.
Just keep it with its bag.
Hey, Tim Gulo. Tim, just send me a message. Yeah, this is our first time getting a Wakizashi Takemitsu. Anime swords, we'll show you that when we're done.
And of course, it's a custom, so we're not gonna have it out.
Yeah.
Oh, another Wakizashi. Lots of short blades today.
You're used to that. Looking at your pants, you're used to that sort of thing.
You never have anything nice. It's all customs.
Oh, okay. So this is the Wakizashi.
This is the Wakizashi for this one. I didn't realize we got a Wakizashi version. That was probably a mistake there. So this is the Spring Mint Dragonfly Wakizashi. One more new one, or actually two more new ones. And then some Nihonto to go. Let's see. Yes, Jareth, we're open right now. Some people just came in. So come and visit us. We're open until 6 o'clock today, 1909 West Cary Street.
Feels like a chrysanthemum, Suba.
He's feeling it up. We want Mark to cut some more carpet. Well, not today. We don't have anything to cut.
Some more carpet.
I know, right? We don't have a whole lot to cut right now. So.
It's a green Kusabi Maru.
It is a green Kusabi Maru. So this is one I think we were short. Were we out of this one? Do we have this one on the floor? All right, so we have a green Kusabi Maru with a black blade. Chris Fujioka, no, we don't have an XL. Well, we can show you an XL, but this is not the XL. Let's see, Chris Fujioka, we are getting the Moritaka in. They're on the way via sea freight, so we're waiting on them.
All right. This I'm curious. Since it's in like a big ass box.
It's a big box, and I was curious too. It looks like something that must have a deep curve to it.
Except it doesn't. It feels like a sword cane.
Oh,
It is a sword
it's a sword cane. That's why it's in that box. So,
The one with the push dagger? Or?
No, this is the one with the crook handle. We have the hook or crook handle.
we got the knob and the hook, the hook. Same blade. It's a Damascus.
They don't polish it a lot to get the Damascus out, but it is Damascus.
Yeah.
Hello. How's it going, buddy? All right, this is gonna be fun.
Felt pretty heavy. And so this is a Nihonto coming out.
Way to spoil the surprise.
I need a cane sword with Biff's hand. Blind Fury walking cane. We do have something similar. I'm local and new to swords. I collect weapons and would like a few swords. If money isn't an issue, what's a good price range for your first couple of swords? Jareth, it really depends. I'd say come into the shop and we can give you some guidance and see what really speaks to you. Here is the Torokusho. This is basically saying it is a sword from Japan. This is its license. Was there only one in there?
Yes.
Yeah, save the box because and it might have the tsuba in there too if there's a, so don't throw everything away. Because if it's not, I can. Are women allowed in the shop?
Yes.
What is that supposed to mean?
Although they tend to not come in.
Have you smote anyone? Smote.
Well, smiting is usually something you do with a blunt.
Is smote?
So
Is smote the? Well, smite is what. Yeah. I mean, it could go either way.
it can, yes.
Yeah. Smote is that?
But when I think of the word smote or smite, I think of when Gandalf said he smote the Balrog onto the mountainside. I'm like, yeah. All right.
Is smote the past tense or smited?
I believe it's smote.
This one is in Shirasaya. I've got to make sure there's no connotation or anything like that. Deep curve to that baby. So here we are. Very pretty Hamon line there. So I don't remember. Oh, it has a lot of Tobiyaki on it as well.
That's Hamon in the
When it jumps off the main line.
yeah.
So yeah, that one's probably about 400 to 500 years old. And we say that we're not talking about the wooden, the sheath and stuff.
We're talking about the blade itself.
500 and 1200. What sword would you recommend for world domination? Yeah, S5. Thank you, Jay Lynn Scott.
Very cool.
I'm loving the S5 blades I got from Cloudhammer sold by these fine gents. I don't know about any fine gents, by the way. We're definitely not fine, but we are, and nor are we gents.
Speak for yourself, buddy.
Yeah, we're just jerks. Well, I'm the jerk. What's the best sword I can to whack a tree and be sharp? Probably S5 if you want to whack a tree.
Yeah, that's the thing. The swords aren't designed for whacking trees.
Or a spring steel sword, like 9260. Yeah, those are going to be good. Whacking trees, that's not what they're designed for.
That's what you use axes for that.
Yeah, but so if you want to have fun and whack a tree, I mean, poor tree, like a spring steel one is, or a S5 shock steel one is gonna last a little longer.
Yeah. You're actually very liable to break the handle doing that too.
What sword will Jesus bring? Well, Jesus was a kind of a pacifist. He didn't believe in using swords, but if you were like a crusader or a Christian and you wanted a samurai sword, then you might have something like this. So we have the Unbreakable Faith and the Amazing Grace. Not the Amazing Grace, the Unwavering Grace. You can see this one has crosses in the Menuki. And you can see that the Hamon line, I'm going to hold this up here, you can see even the Hamon line has crosses in it. So I think that's pretty cool. Best sword for real life fruit ninja.
Steel.
Yeah. What would be a starter sword to become a collector under 5,000? Larry, visit our website, rvakatana.com, and look for antique swords. Look under our antique sword section. You should not be paying $5,000 for a new sword unless it's by like a famous modern smith.
Like Howard Clark or something.
Most expensive one here, we have some 10 grand swords,
Blades, like
antiques. I'm looking for a Tonto. What would hold up to carving roast beef?
Pretty much any combo would be good for that.
Yeah, any Tonto would be fine for carving roast beef. Just make sure you wipe it down and
Get the oil off.
yeah, get the oil. You don't want like sword oil on your roast beef unless you don't plan on eating it.
Yeah.
Reliable and strongest sword. The strongest sword we have would be S5 shock steel.
All of these are S5 shock steel blades, and so the only differences are in the fittings. So here's one in Handachi fittings. This is one of my favorites. The
Cobalt cherry. We have some of these in the $600 range. Actually, the Kodachi are in the under $500. But if you want a full length one, you'd be paying at least $600. The Kabuto is currently on sale. I don't know. Do we? Oh,
The
I think
Kabuto and the Riptide are on sale, right?
the Tonto. Oh, the Riptide as well. You want to show the Riptide? This is the dark Riptide, which is not on sale, but we do have the Riptide on sale for $600. The only difference is that the Riptide has white instead of black Samegawa.
This one has black.
No, the Riptide.
This is the Riptide.
That's the dark Riptide.
Oh, it's the dark Riptide. Okay.
Got a fire mark. He doesn't even know our product line. Fired. Kabuto is laser sword.
So here's the. Oh, this is the Wakizashi or Kodachi version of the Riptide.
Pretty sure the blue-eyed samurai can cut through a 24-inch oak tree. I think you've been watching too much Blue-Eyed Samurai.
Watching too much anime, buddy.
Something strong, long-lasting. Everything we have here should outlast you, but obviously S5 shock steel, spring steels are going to be tougher. Store is located in Richmond, Virginia. Nice sword and green sheath. Orafik? Hello? It's Saki. Oh, Saki! Hey, what's up, dude? Saki has come in. He's bought like about 6 or 7 swords in a span of 3 days.
Nice. How's it going, man?
Yeah. L6 Bainite. We do have L6 Bainite, however,
We
it's
have
not
upper Bainite,
we
not
have
lower.
upper Bainite, not Howard Clark's lower Bainite. So
Not.
Bainite, yeah, it's not. We can say it's Bainite, but it's not like Howard Clark's awesome Bainite. It's good Bainite. It's better than T10, but it's not as tough as yeah.
Definitely much better for soft targets than hard targets.
We do have Shikomizue Riptide.
Battlefield weapons made for like crushing through armor.
Shikomizue, we'll show you Shikomizue. Shikomizue for the win, especially if you want to, cosplay Zatoichi. Shikomizue right here. For those of you who don't know, Shikomizue are stick swords. They are oftentimes called Shirasaya, which is incorrect. A Shirasaya is a protective Shaya. Trying to work on your addiction. Well, we're happy to support your addiction, Saki. Anime swords, best of the best. UK, there's always a risk of seizure in customs.
It's more than likely they will be seized in customs, so we generally don't ship to the UK.
The Shikomizue start at 175 and go up to about 300 depending on what comes with what's
This
in
one
them.
is 200 because it's got a T10 blade. This one is 65 mm, I believe. Yeah, and so this one's 175.
We don't have any World War II Japanese swords. We're not into those.
Yeah, no. The Imperial Japanese Army did some nasty stuff with Shingunto. We don't
Yeah, dishonor. A lot of bad juju on those swords, in my opinion. Moritaka Vortex, no, we don't. Or they don't come in Tanto. We could have them mounted as Tanto, but really you don't. 9260, you don't really need 9260 for a Tanto. You'd want something with a harder edge, in my opinion. Thank you, SP, for sharing our address. Good for zombie apocalypse. How about Michonne sword? This one is a 9260 spring steel one. We also have one in S5, which is much tougher.
This is like 65 mm.
65 MN, sorry, 65 MN. This is a $200 sword. Mugen's Typhoon Sword, we're getting it soon. They're making it. We're getting about 25 of them. That was our minimum order. I didn't really want to drop the money for that, but then had to do what it had to do.
I'm sure those will sell. Like
Yeah, those will sell.
Yeah.
Have you ever cut yourself? Oh, I don't want
I
to talk
have.
about that.
I have during practice because I was doing EI with a Shinken, and I did the draw, and then I was dumb. I turned my hips back before I started to cut and got my middle finger.
Yeah.
That could apply to other things too. Bleach swords behind Mark. His middle finger, yeah. He turned his hip with his middle finger. We know how it goes, Mark. The swords come sharp. Yes, they are sharp.
Tensazan Getsu right here.
Best katana for 1,000, probably if you have 1,200, get the Kawanakajima. If you
Yeah.
have 1,000, probably one of the Cloudhammer S5 long ones.
Some more expensive Dragon Kings as well. I'm trying to think.
The Phoenix Sky Dragon, it's 27 and a half inch long blade, 10 and a quarter inch ska. It's pretty much a standard sword. There's nothing really super special about it in terms of specs. Yeah, the Mugen sword will have the hidden blade. Any daggers? We do have a lot of Tanto.
It's our Great Wall of Tanto in the
Great
rear.
Wall of Tanto there. Got some shorties over there. Got some shorties in Mark's pants. Naruto swords. Yes, we do. I have 200 extra bucks. Wanted a Tanto to go with the Vortex. Jimmy, really the Vortex, we can get them with the same fittings, but you'd want a nicer blade. Basically, a 9260 blade is really meant for, abuse.
Yeah. The thing with
Or beginners.
9060 is its selling point is that you can flex it 90 degrees and it'll spring back to true without taking a
In
step.
a Tanto, you're really not worrying about that too much.
Because it's so short, you're going to really struggle to bend something that short like that.
We can do restorations,
Depending.
depending. Yeah, we have Ryan here who can do that sort of thing. Samurayan.
Samurayan. We've got Hitokiri Matosai, we've got Samurayan, we've got Skotoichi. Now you and I need one of those.
I'm Jonsuke.
Jonsuke?
I am Jonsuke.
So I guess I need one now.
Samurayan.
Guessing in the comments, I guess.
Oldest swords we have are some antique swords in a case over here. We'll just give you a quick look at them. So inside this case over here, some of these swords are like up to 700 years old. These two here, there's a 600-year-old and a 700-year-old right there.
As we like to say, pretty much everything in that case, just about, is older than America. So,
Well, there are a few that are 150 years old.
like I said, pretty much. About
Yeah.
98%.
Yeah, we don't tend to go for Edo swords, which are like up to 350 years old, which are still older than America. We tend to go for more of the Warring period swords. No throwing knives. Most beautiful sword in the shop. That's all relative, man.
Yeah, that's a matter of opinion.
The 600 and 700-year-old ones are probably about $5,000. Yamagawa Mak. Yamagawa. Martachi. Martachi. Yeah. Sell comic books? No.
Nah.
Sharpest sword? No idea. We
all
have.
similarly sharp.
They're all sharp. Yeah. How rare are the old swords? Hard to say. Strongest budget sword. Probably one of the 1060 steels, 65 MN swords.
I mean, technically speaking, each antique is kind of a one-of-a-kind item, so because they weren't really mass-produced like swords are today.
Is there a more simple wooden sheath tanto? Yeah. We have the...
Like a quote-unquote shirasai. Oh, we have this
we
kaiken.
yeah, I was going to say, we have the kaiken, the bamboo kaiken from Dragon King. And then we have like a super simple... This is like an $80 tanto.
That's not handachi. It's
Hamidashi.
hamidashi. There we go. You never remember that term.
Oldest sword, I believe it's 6,000. I could be wrong about that. We do have Demon Slayer, yes. Let's see. Average price, we started at about $80 and go way into the thousands. One piece swords, we have many different types. Oh, I think we have Jill on Instagram.
Hey, how's it going, Jim?
Yeah, we're live streaming on. I think it's Instagram that we're live streaming on. I don't remember if it's live Instagram or Facebook. What's one or the other?
Instagram is orange. Facebook is blue.
I can't tell. So anyway, let's see. Shikomizue right there. We just showed some. There's some
I
Shikomizue.
can show some more. We can get through all of them. Here's the Zatoichi.
Are we on Facebook? We can't. Well, okay. Lightweight katana is durable that you can carry. Probably the Sky Raptor is going to be one of our most lightweight ones, or the Reaver. The Sky Raptor is SX103, which is a type of Japanese tool steel. And where is the Sky Raptor? We cut with that baby one time. It cut like a dream. That's the Sky Raptor. And so what you can see, go ahead and pull it all the way out.
Yeah. I was making sure it was in the right hand.
Yeah. So you can see how it thins on the spine right there. So that makes it much easier.
This is called Unokubi Zukuri, or the cormorant's neck style blade.
Yeah. So it thins out, makes it very super lightweight.
And yet it maintains a lot of cutting power.
Yes, we've had a lot of fun cutting with it. And then we have the Reaver, which is also the same style, Unokubi. Thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
So one of the court Takemitsu.
Oh, sweet.
Nice. Oh, this one's clay tempered.
This one is clay tempered. So the Reaver, one of our favorite swords. Does Guar come there for their weapon needs? I would love to sell to
That would
Guar.
be awesome.
Yeah.
We'll have Guar come in. Someone tell Guar we exist.
Scott knows them.
I've treated one of the Guar members before.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell him. You should reach out and be like, hey, come in our
I haven't seen him in like frickin' 20 years. Emma or Shusui? We have both. Emma and Shusui right there. One piece swords right over there. Do you have swords from Sekiro's? Right over there.
Yeah.
Like all our anime and pop culture swords are down this row over here. Zenitsu right over. Zenitsu is right down there.
Here is a really cool sword from Sekiro. This is an example of a Moroha Zukuri.
The Reaver, I believe, is 225. I could be wrong. Check our website, rva-katana.com.
So even though the production sword isn't sharpened on both sides, you can tell they've stylized the hamon so that this could be sharpened on both sides, or at least it would have been historically.
Woots, we are going to be getting some Woots from Dragon Spring in the near future. Obviously, it's modern Woots, not antique Woots.
Yeah.
Can you show the Zenitsu right over there?
Yeah.
Odachi, we do have Odachi. We don't have any spears. Here's Zenitsu right here. No cloud busters.
That would weigh hundreds of pounds.
Hundreds of pounds.
Not 100, multiple hundreds.
Yeah. Long swords over here. Yep, we have long.
Langenschwert,
Demon Slayer right there. Watawichi Monji is there too.
Spada Duomani, although some might call this a Zweihente.
We do have movie and TV stores. How many layers with the most swords? Probably about 1,000 layers, 9 to 12 folds. Let's see. Tamahagane katana. We do have some. Antiques are all Tamahagane. Plus we have some from Cloudhammer, some Tamahagane swords.
Some made in Japan Tamahagane steel and some Chinese made Tamahagane.
Chukahagane.
Chukahagane, as we
No,
lovingly call it.
Vinland Saga. No. We do have Emma right there. Inosuke we just showed.
First Enma of the day. No, we didn't show Inosuke.
New two-handed one. You mean the
The Zweihente.
Zweihunter? I am not sure. I don't remember.
We still need to get a price.
We still need to get a price. It's probably like in the $400 range.
The MSRP is like $440 if I remember correctly.
We do have wooden trading swords, yes.
So let me show the Zweihente real quick. So
They are all full tang. We do have Yami sword, Black Clover.
it's about 5.5 pounds. A little short. This is closer to what you would see in Marozzo's manual. So Spada Duomani. But still definitely a two-handed sword.
We are located in Richmond, Virginia.
Richmond, Virginia. Richmond.
Yep. Zanpakuto, we have bleach swords over here. Trafalgar Law from One Piece. Yes, we have that. There is Rukia's sword. Where's Trafalgar Law sword? Do we sell a Trafalgar Law?
Not today.
We should have some in styro. Can you write that down on our to-do list? We need to find a Trafalgar Law. You can show the long one. Can you show the long baby? I'm pretty sure. Oh, there it is. It's on the wrong rack.
Oh, someone put it in the wrong.
Trafalgar Law. Here's Trafalgar. Here's the Katana version.
So we have.
We have danger happening.
Well, I maintain control of the blade.
You
itself.
did maintain control of the blade.
So we got Odachi and Katana.
So we have two different versions. One is 35 inches. The other is 27 inches for the blade. Haka no Togame. Not familiar what that is. All the swords are. Thank you, SP, for posting that. Where the store is in Richmond, Virginia. Krayao. Batosai. We have the Cloudhammer Batosai, but we don't have the regular the Phoenix Arms version. Price on the steel. Yeah, which one?
They're all steel.
Kenshin reverse blade down here. Oh, just missed Mark's drawing of an Odachi. Show you something awesome in white. We don't have a lot in white. We have like
How about
this.
this guy? How about a Nagamaki in white?
Here's a Nagamaki in white. That's a pretty cool.
That's pretty awesome. I think.
Yeah, big long blade, big long handle. Oh, the Rukia sword is Haka no Togame. Oh, good to know.
I will forget that in 5 seconds.
I'm gonna try to remember that. What is the Emma sword's name? Or not Emma? There's another sword. The white Emma. Which one is this called? No, this is Amina Habakiri.
Yeah.
The black Emma is what I want to know. So what is the name of this sword? Does anyone know?
Sound off in the comments. What is the name of this sword?
Game of Thrones swords. We are getting Longclaw back. We don't have it currently. Are these good for home defense? If you're in the U.S., just get a gun.
Yeah.
When is Dave Baker coming to the store? We never know. He just appears.
He just pops in when he
I
wants
know.
to, which sucks because I have a day job, so I'm like, ah.
He's only told me once when he's coming. He's come in twice. One time he just randomly turned up and I wasn't here. Scott's like, guess who's here? Dave Baker. We're like, oh, okay.
Didn't that happen both times actually?
Well, no, he told us in advance the second time around.
Yeah.
The minimum quality for durable cutter, 225 for the Moritaka Vortex.
Yeah.
All three Zoro swords right there.
So the rest of these are usable, but for something practitioner grade, we recommend at minimum the Moritaka Vortex, which is 225.
Yeah, you can get the flex. That is okay if you lacquer down the handle,
Yeah.
which is a $10. Basically $10 in lacquer.
Yep, extra $10 we can lacquer the handle for you so the diamonds won't move.
We don't have Inuyasha.
No, Tessaiga would also be hundreds of pounds.
Let's see. Best cheap sword for end of the world, Walking Dead type of scenarios. Probably like this one, the Flex.
Yeah, the flex are pretty
Yeah,
good.
get it for 150.
Yep.
Yeah. A long sword. Do you mean like a long sword or a?
Yeah.
Can you show there's the? Go ahead and show a long sword, and those are the blue-eyed samurai. We have two versions. I don't remember which one variant is which,
How
but we
about
can
a
show you
great-
both.
How about a Crusader style great sword of war?
Ka-ching! Hear that? Yamato, we have several different Yamato versions. Ka-ching!
It's that metal throat that does it.
So shape is the thing on the end, right?
Yeah, this is the chain.
So what is the thing at the mouth?
Throat.
The throat.
Yeah.
Oh, good to know. Learn something new. Can you show the one of the blue-eyed samurai?
Yeah.
Here's one of the blue-eyed samurais. These are actually made of meteorite Damascus. So
What's the other metal they use with it?
T10,
T10 and meteorite?
T10 core, and then a meteorite jacket.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna hold this up. It is oiled, so you really can't see the pattern. Oh, it's coming out really nicely here.
The other one has a much wider pattern that doesn't show up very well on camera.
Yeah,
That's why I picked up that one.
I can't tell which is which, but this is the meteorite
I
Damascus.
just remember which one.
All right. Oh, and hold on a second. And there you can see it has the ornament on it. Be careful when you grab. Like I wouldn't put your hand around the ornament because they come loose.
Yeah.
Modern tactical we do have. Glamdring we don't have. Wakizashi we do have.
That would be cool to get some Glamdring or Anguru.
Yeah, it would. That S5 longsword is a beast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, her name is Widowmaker. Says Saki. Did you get one? Did Saki get one? I can't remember.
He got an Odachi.
He got an Odachi. Okay. Senbon Sakura we don't have. Oh, actually, wait, we do have it. What am I talking about? It's the one with the purple wrap. It's over there, a bleach sword. We do have one Senbon Sakura.
Oh, is this the only one we have? Okay.
Swords that are straight, no curve. Chokuto is one term that's used for that.
Or European swords are mostly straight. You get falchions and messers, which can have some curvature in them.
Home defense, use a
gun.
Use a gun.
Although hilariously, my fiance wanted one of those nagwacks for self-defense at home.
Better than nothing.
Yeah.
John Wick's, no, we don't have John Wick's katana. One piece right
I don't think
there.
he had a katana. He has a spork.
Tanto, we have your most worn sword. Like, worn as in used a lot. Probably one of, he's going right for the mortal blade.
Yeah, here you go.
This is the mortal blade from Sekiro.
How worn do you want it? Here you go.
So this is actually not really worn. It's just like the finish on it.
It's the way it comes from the factory.
No warhammer, no mace. We do have Demon Slayer swords right there.
It'd be cool to have those, but that's not really our business model at the moment.
Rapier, we have side swords, which are proto rapiers or kind of rapiers.
Some people disagree with that assessment, but I tend to be more the affirmative on that.
Sandai Kitetsu we do have. Gladius we usually carry, but we're out of stock at the moment. We sold out of them. There's a rapier or side sword, as the case may be.
Yep. It's a very light-bladed side sword too.
Mihawk sword we don't have. His little tiny sword we don't have that. The one he wears around his neck we don't have.
Oh yeah.
I only watched the live action series of One Piece.
I'm watching any of it.
The bigger one behind him is a Zweihander.
We have some Scottish two-handers as well, but not claymores.
This one's still wearing a condom.
Yep. Well, it makes it easier to just grab and go, you know? Plus it keeps it from rusting.
Where can you get an antique sword attributed and papered? You can send it back to Japan and to the MBTHK, and they do evaluation. If you're in the United States, the NTHK also does. Someone wants to see our S5 shock steel swords. The Typhoon blade, we do have Typhoons. It's right there behind the S5s and that turquoise saya right
Here's one of my favorite
There's the-
S5s.
right there where my finger is. So I'm giving Mark a wet willy, but right there beside it, right there, you can see there's the Typhoon.
This is one of my favorite S5s that we have. We call these kinoto just because they're long and not as curved, but still have some curvature to them.
We do have Tamahagane swords, yes.
Let's have some flex to it.
Side swords are 325. Someone is asking about the point of balance on one of the swords, but I can't remember what. Oh, it's the big boy, the SX105 big boy. All these are S5 behind Mark right over here. The Typhoon is on the other side of that rack. Can you show the blue one on the other side of the rack?
Here, this one right here.
Yeah, there's the Typhoon for someone who asked.
It's a Nami theme all around.
Sasuke sword we do have. We have a $150 version, plus we have some more expensive versions.
So this is a hammer spine Damascus that's also had some extra colors as well. A lot of things going on with this blade.
You want to get one of these? Sure. Let's see. Which one is that?
Might have it in a box.
That is the 65mm. We probably have that in a box.
Oh, cool.
Here's the
Go,
white
Ryan,
Sasuke
go.
sword.
Deploy Ryan.
Deploy Ryan. That should be the Shirasaya or Shikomizue T 65mm.
So here's the 1045
Over here on the right side.
Sasuke grass cutter. This one's in white. We also have it for a little bit more expensive. We have it made of SUP 10 or 12.
For what? Oh, sub 12. That's a sub 12.
This is SUP 12. And
We do
then
ship to Canada,
a
yes.
polymer handle and sheath. So
What's your heat treat process, and does it differ depending on steel? Of course it does.
it depends on steel.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
really, it's down to the forge because we don't make these ourselves.
yeah, the whole thing with heat treatment is that you can't heat treat spring steels the same way you heat treat like certain types of carbon steels or shock steels. So
And we do know that shock steels are air quench seals, so that's part of
that's
that.
actually not necessarily true. Yeah, can you ship to Hawaii? Yes,
Yeah.
we ship to Hawaii all the time. Ryan Scott probably know most of my buys. Ryan for sure. Rengoku's katana. Yeah, we'll show that in a minute. South Africa, yes, we do ship there. Rengoku is this Demon Slayer right here.
And you're blanking.
Rengoku right there.
You wanted the straight one or?
We do ship to Canada. It's a little. You have to pay for customs and everything.
That's a curved one.
Oh, is it a curved one? Oh, you know what?
If we don't have it in a box, you can take
Yeah.
the 4 model home.
Yeah, we might not have the straight one in the box. I didn't see. I thought that was the curved one. I wasn't looking at it carefully.
So trying to pay attention to too many things at once.
No soul leveling dagger. Yeah, you can buy one of our RVA Katana t-shirts. Just go to our website, rva-katana.com, and look up accessories. Sasuke's we just showed, but yes, we do have it. Got any swords for your butt? I mean, yeah.
Y'all been here before?
Jersey Channel Islands. Never heard of it. If you allow sword imports, then we can.
Okay. So go with the swords.
We are located in Richmond, Virginia.
Talking about a handle or talking about a sheath that is falling into the sheath?
How can I get one past customs? Apparently international shipping allows 9-inch blade, 4-inch for USPS. No, we send 40-inch blades all the time.
Only unsheathed part.
Mikazuki Munichika. That's in the national. That's in the Tokyo Museum, if I remember correctly. Sakabato down there. Most expensive sword. No Vinland Saga. I got 11, I think, in total in Mount Saki. You're an addict, and we like you because of it.
Exactly.
Can you show the Sakabato?
Oh, yeah.
None signed by Randy Jackson. The white Sasuke is 150. Why not, John? What am I saying?
So check out the Kisaki on this. Very interesting profile.
Shipped to London. I mean, we can try, but we can't guarantee it'll clear customs.
Yeah, you're more than likely gonna have your sword seized by customs.
We're actually batting 100% making it through customs, which is to say we shipped one and it made it through customs. 1 out of 1. Sample size is not really. Serbia, yes, we have shipped to Serbia.
Two-handers on the diet. Those are really
Kotetsu. Are you like doing a search on like famous swords?
Well, that's the thing about the Scottish.
Yeah,
Shepherds, they
yes, we have a Kotetsu, Nagasone Kotetsu.
maybe even smaller. But yeah, they're extremely light. Just see how light this is. About 4 pounds like that. Yeah.
Actually, we don't. Yes, you can cut with these blades. We were cutting yesterday.
Nice.
Ichigo, we do have affordable price for full size and alternative highest price for full size. The least expensive we have is $80. You can use our coupon code Holiday 2024 and get 10% off some of them. Most of these are Chinese made. We do have some that are Chinese made. We don't have anything from, actually, no, we don't have anything from famous swordsmiths I can think of. S5 Zatoichi swords, they're being made, not sure when they're coming back in. Old swords from the samurai era, we do have that. Kenshin sword, we just showed Kenshin sword like a second ago.
How about the Batosai?
Here's a Batosai right there. This is the Cloudhammer version.
This one we haven't shown today.
Hitokiri Batosai. Gold Roger sword, never heard of it. Sokka sword from Avatar: The Last Airbender. We have 3 versions. So we do have, this is the $200 version.
Katzbalga.
It's carbon steel.
Yep.
I recognize it immediately because the handle on the grip, they have the distinctive S pattern and that weird, like.
So here is,
And I love that they got the.
okay, Mark is preoccupied, so I will come show this. This is our basic Sokka sword.
That's what, yeah, that's what we.
We have carbon steel.
Wow, that's perfectly accurate. That's wonderful.
Awesome.
So that is our basic
What do you
version.
think? Does Katzbalga mean cat fight or cat gutter? I've heard both.
I thought it was cat fight.
I thought it was cat testicles.
Is it a cat's claw? Is it curved?
Yeah,
This is the,
But it's like,
actually, let me show you
basically,
the other
guys
version
who fought
first.
with these, they always had a pike or a house.
Or a two-handed sword, or a gun.
Oh, okay. There.
See, this one has the white lotus. This is a brass fittings. The other one was alloy.
Actually small for that.
This one is black in Damascus.
What they call
8-sided sword.
Doppelsoldner? Yeah. Double pay soldier. Please don't cheat all the way.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Get us kicked out of here, I swear to God.
3-strike rule. That's awesome. That's the 100.
And this one is actually meteorite Damascus. So the jacket is meteorite on the outside of this. Central cool tool steel, but then a meteorite Damascus welded to the core.
Just for the core of the hardened steel.
Very beautiful sword here.
I love that. I bought one of those for myself for a wedding sword some years ago. Huge fan.
Oh, are you looking at the gold thread?
Yeah.
That's one of our favorites. The gold thread is probably one of our favorites. Blue-eyed samurai. We currently only have a meteorite version right there. 2 meteorite versions. Rurouni Kenshin, we do have. Camera gets fuzzy when you hold it. That's the autofocus. Sorry.
Yeah.
Can't do anything about it when I'm in front of the camera.
Apparently, it likes to focus on me better
Uh-huh.
for whatever reason.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
It likes weebs better.
Really cool. Weebs.
Most expensive one. Actually, the one we just showed is one of our most expensive modern swords.
Oh yeah, because this is like $2,000.
Website is rva-katana.com. All of our meteor swords are 2,000. rva-katana.com. We will have Link's Master Sword soon. We do have Tanjiro's sword. Let's see. Here's a Tamahagane sword someone was asking about earlier. We have 2 Tamahagane swords over here.
This one, right?
Yep, that's one of them. And then there's another one right above it.
This is cool. Really cool theme going on here. This is actual silk too.
Yeah, real silk there. No World War II swords.
We don't like them.
We're located in Richmond, Virginia. We'll show you Blue Exorcist in a moment. We're just over. It's on the other end of the shop.
Check out that Hamon line.
Most reliable yet inexpensive. Reliable in terms of durability. Probably the Vortex. Vortex. The Vortex is $225. Making swords was an art in the past. You get them wholesale from China. Aw. Does that hurt your butt? Cloudhammer Tachi. We just showed one there. We'll show right now. Someone wants to see the Blue Exorcist.
And who's to say that sword making still isn't an art?
I know, exactly.
This one's cool. It's got the blue blade, but it's also been differentially hardened.
Cavalry sword? Yeah.
It's a Shashka, the officer's version.
That is from Hanwei, and we just got in another version from Cloudhammer made of SX105V.
Even better.
Here are some of the Tachi Waldemar. This one, natural silk, SX105V. Beautiful clay temper line. I'm gonna go.
Lions do Katamis. Really? Uh-huh. We were surprised because like it's very flexible. It feels almost like a fencing foil when you hold it. It kind of wobbles like that.
I was like, there's no way this will make it through a tatami because it's so lightweight. It was just zing, zing. I was like, oh
We were all like,
god.
what the hell?
We were blown away.
Yeah.
Look at the Hamon line and the polish on this one. This is beautiful. This one's made of SX105V, which is a type of Japanese tool steel.
How much?
350, I think. 350 or 325. It's on our website. You can double check.
Oh, what's it called?
The Shashka.
Shashka. Yeah.
We just cut with this one yesterday. This is actually a Kogurasa style blade with a what you call it, Hamon.
Kisaki Moroha with a. That's
Hitatsura Hamon. But this one has a super deep curve on it.
Shashka is 3.
Very long. Beautiful tip on this one.
Do that.
So this is another one of the Cloudhammer Tachi. This one's 32 inches. Check out the Koshizori on that.
It is a fancy. Is it practical? Is the question.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it works.
Yeah. Still.
Practical for what, and who are you fighting against?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
This is like the sword I have. This one. Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry to hear your hand got hurt, Saki.
But not many of those things.
Let's see. Non-clay tempered versions of the Batasai. Yeah, actually, this one is SX105V. This one is not clay tempered. This might be the one that not Dave Matthews, Dave Baker handled. He handled one of these guys while I was here. Let's see. Julian Schell in Germany. How are you doing?
Guten Abend.
You got tattooed. I'm glad you weren't injured. The
Oh.
Blue Exorcist is from Phoenix Arms in Longtren. Most valuable sword we have here, we have some antiques that might be close to 10 grand.
Yep. And the really, really valuable ones are not in here. They're at John's house.
Yeah, I keep them there. We don't have the Elucidator. People ask about this all the time. Any red blades?
Yeah.
We have, I'm trying to think of what we have in red these days.
Not much, but this guy.
The Inferno, the Inferno we just sold out of yesterday, but we will have it. Odachi we do have.
Here's the Sakura.
Wide price range. No, we sell Wakizashi by themselves. Anywhere where you see like a dice show set, we'll sell the Wakizashi by itself. You should have a listing for the Wakizashi by
There
itself.
should be an option that you can click on for just the Wakizashi. by
Exactly.
itself. Should be.
Emma right there.
And the second Emma.
Wakizashi, lots of different types of Wakizashi over here. Gut sword, no.
That'd be hundreds of pounds.
Mortal blade. Mortal blade over here.
This one's shorter, but even then, I love the weight on these.
Sharp, yes, they are sharp. We do have one with a purple blade. It's called the Purple Rain, Reign.
Oh, that thing, yeah.
Anyone trip and knock a rack over? Someone didn't trip, but they did knock a rack over with not tripping. They were just being stupid.
That was a while ago.
That was a while back. It's been a hot minute, knock on wood, that since somebody has done that.
Yeah.
Biggest sword's probably one of these babies over here. Someone's asking about Odachi. Here's some Odachi here.
Here's one with a 38-inch Nagasa.
Jin Sakai, we do have. All of these are cheap Chinese knockoffs. Well,
Whatever you
bring
think,
one of your Nihonto, and if you have an antique Japanese sword, bring it over here, and we'll bash it against each other, see which one breaks first. How about that? Oldest ones we have used. Ryan let us use his Nihonto to cut. Here was it a 150-year-old sword? Yeah, about 150 years old. These are the oldest one we have. We have a
The great thing about Nihonto, they
600 and
polish
700-year-old
things
ones.
to, like, scary sharp.
Yeah. Well, it depends on the age too.
Yeah.
Because like during the warring period, you didn't really have razor sharp swords because they would chip easily.
Yeah, same thing with European swords too.
We don't have Dritz sword at all. That's pretty cool though.
Drizzt?
Drizzt.
Oh, from the
Forgotten Realms, yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Nagakiba we don't have. Law sword we do have. Law sword we have one version here. Demon Slayer we have them behind Mark over there. There's Law sword.
Answering questions faster than I can like.
I know people are asking questions faster than I can keep up with it.
It's like let me show them off.
Virgil's Yamato. We have a version right over here.
Here's the standard Katana length version. We also have them in Oldachi length.
Thoughts on Joe Burrow's gift to his offensive line? Wish they had come to us. I would have sold him a bunch of cursed swords. Not a Bengals fan.
Hang on. Beach. Okay, now it's cursed.
No, it's cursed. He said beach, not bitch, so it's not cursed yet. Genji sword we don't have.
You get mad at me when I scream fuck at them, so.
Well, usually if Mark is screaming fuck with a sword, you don't want to know what he's doing. All right, there we are. There's an antique sword.
Every time I cut.
Oh, God. Knight's longsword. That's not what I was thinking. Last samurai sword, yes. That's not what I was referring to. Oh, fuck yeah.
Here's the Hanwei Rhinelander with a side ring on the hilt here.
Here's the last samurai sword. It also has the kanji engraved. White people rock. Says Scotty T.
People kick ass or something.
Black people kick ass.
Said the Chinese guy.
Mace, no. Only in our pocket with I spray. 1860 light cavalry. We actually had an 1860 field and staff at one time, but it's since sold. Dante sword from Devil May Cry. We can look for it.
That one's from 3, right?
Lord of the Rings.
We had Devil May Cry 3, but I'm not sure if this is Dante's or not. So I haven't played those games.
Yeah, it's the DMC 3.
Yeah.
Jippen sword. I'm not familiar with that. So there is a version of Sting. We call it the Halfling sword because
Legally distinct? Question mark? Sting.
yep.
Go to the gas station. You want anything?
Nope, we're good.
I'm good, thank you.
Bear blades. We can get a hold of them for you.
Yeah.
Demon Slayer swords. Here, Demon Slayer swords right here. Love the Last Samurai. If my new Julian Shell. Seriously, the Last Samurai sword that cut so amazingly well. We had so many great cuts with that. It was absolutely insane. Prince of Persia swords now.
Those are like.
The one on top, that's Zenitsu's sword or Inosuke's sword.
I haven't shown this today.
Yeah, we have not.
That is a Naginata Zukuri sword there. Actually, if you want to hand that to me, I'll show you the whole sword there. So you can see the whole.
Voldemar. We're talking about doing an ASAB 88 Viking sword. Voldemar.
This thing cuts
ASAB,
so nice.
ASAB 88 is actually a Swedish steel, so we thought it was the most appropriate. Afro Samurai, we're out of, but we will be getting it back. Yorichi right over there. There's Yorichi.
Yeah, you can find a video of us cutting with it.
Visit our website, rva-katana.com. rva-katana.com. Mulan sword, no. We have not got down to business.
We do have some Tien, but nothing
We do have-
specifically
yeah.
from the movie.
We do have Jian. Let's get down to
Coated
business.
in titanium for rust resistance.
So that's ASAB 88, which has excellent edge retention.
Probably the best edge retention of anything in the shop.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Very chip resistant.
Oh, that is functional.
We just showed Sting. We do have Sasuke's. Gijo. Never heard of Gijo.
Tien with some red Damascus for the core here.
Yep, very pretty one. Arasaka sword. Korean katana. We
So
have some wide samgakuto.
We do have those.
Yes, we do. Least expensive Sup 10 is $275.
That's a good price for that.
Game of Thrones. We are going to be getting
We're waiting for Long
Longclaw. Black Clover. We have Yami's sword.
It would
The other
be
day,
awesome if we could get ice though. That would be sweet.
Scott the other day showed a katana that had iron fittings, buffalo horn reinforced. He said it checked all the boxes. Which one was it? That would probably be the Whirlwind, because that's the one he designed. He likes bragging about that one. He's like, I designed that one. He says it all the time. So the question is, where is it? Because I know we have it. We got 3 of them, but they're somewhere around here. By the way, remind me, I need to find, there should be a Chocoto, an S5 Chocoto around here somewhere as well. Yeah, the Whirlwind is around here somewhere. We moved a lot of things around, so I'm not 100% sure where the Whirlwind is. But it is one of his favorite swords. I don't know where the Whirlwind is. It's usually
It's all the swords that I've tried to design, they all come back with like various mistakes from the design. Oh my guys.
Sasuke sword. You want to show this one over here?
Yeah.
You can order online. Go to rva-katana.com. rva-katana.com. Eisen sword, we're getting some. We're currently out of. Oldest sword we have here, we have one between 650 and 700 years old. We do ship. The sword we gave the Shad Diversity was the Black Lotus. It's S5 shock. The main thing is S5 shock steel without a bohi. S5 shock steel.
What we got here?
We love all of our swords.
What do we admire?
Hyorin Maru we don't have. What's that wood simple one? 7 down by the door display. Is there a matching tanto for it? Matching one? You mean like these shirosaya, the shikomizue? We don't have any tanto. We could have it made. We have had have them made. We could have it made. We have had them made. Is what I was trying to say. Carytown activities. We're actually not in Carytown.
We're just beyond Carytown. We're in the fan.
What steel keeps its edge the best?
ASAP 88 is going to have the best edge retention.
Of what we have here.
Yeah, ASAP 88. And then we have SX 105V, which is just behind that. S5 has really good edge retention, but its main thing is its toughness.
Yeah. Also depends on heat treatment because some of our S5 now is heat treated to 59 HRC, which is pretty excellent edge retention.
Generally speaking, the harder the HRC, the better the edge retention because it resists abrasion more.
So is S5 the best modern steel period? No. S5 is the toughest of what we make. You know, there's probably some other stuff out there that's better, but that's currently in terms of.
And that's the thing is, what do you mean by better? Like, life isn't a video game where
We
like,
just chose
something
Zenitsu.
life isn't a video game where something has the maximum stats and something, right? So it's all depending on what you want to do with it.
Hanwei Lowlander. We don't have one in stock, but we can always get it.
Yeah, y'all had one in.
We had one in. Yeah, we actually had one in.
You had one in. I didn't even get to see it.
Blue steel.
Yeah.
Absolute largest sword is probably one of these Scottish two-handers, if not one of the Odachi over there.
Yeah, they're pretty close. So here's the Scottish two-hander. Here's the Oldachi. I think the Oldachi are actually longer.
They're fairly similar.
They are very close. I think the Oldachi wins just because of handle length.
I don't know where the whirlwind is. I'm kind of like. Remind me, I have to look for that ninja sword.
I already looked for it and I couldn't find it.
Okay. Like all of those up there are not Ishime, right? None of those are Ishime? No. Because we did get one. We got an S5 ninja sword. I hope we didn't accidentally sell it. Or ship it for that matter.
Yeah. Someone out there probably got a ninja sword. Like, man, this thing is lasting forever.
I just can't break it. Are you in Bosnia or Serbia? Oh, okay. Do you do sabers? Yes.
Yeah. We've got, here's the Hanwei Officer's Shashka. We have a version for Cloudhammer as well.
Classical sword. Classical from what culture? We do have Zoro from One Piece. Several of the swords. Zoro swords right
Yeah,
there.
classical like Greek and Roman era, because we have had Gladius in the past.
We sold out of it recently.
Yeah, we're sold out.
What's the best sword for someone who's 6'5"? I mean,
Ask
whatever.
your sensei.
Ask your teacher.
Yep.
You probably do just fine with the standard sword.
Mm-hmm.
Greek and Roman for sure. We have a Falcata, and we have had a Gladius.
We're out of stock with Gladius, but we do have a Falcata in here.
7 down by the door display.
This is our Falcata here. It's a very buff, bulky piece, but we do have it.
So you're talking about the black Shikomizue. We can get that one. If you want a special order, we can get it for you. Ichigo's Katana right here. We don't make shields. That's not what we do.
We don't make anything here.
I know. We don't sell shields either.
Yeah. That'd be cool, but they take up a lot of space.
We sell shields by the sword seashore. Okay. You want to show the Tensazan gets it?
Yeah.
Best all-around sword. Hard to say. Georgia. Do you mean the country Georgia or the state Georgia? The state,
I was born in Atlanta.
the state Georgia we ship all the time. Like probably like 5 or 6 swords a week.
Yeah.
Brazilian Espada.
I didn't know they made swords in Brazil. I know. Well, espada is also the Spanish word for swords. So.
So have we made Mizu's Katana from Blue Eyed Samurai? We had a 65 MN version with blued steel. These are
sold out?
we are sold out, but we do have these actual meteorite versions here that are made of meteorite. Elucidator, we don't have elucidator. Visit our website rva-katana.com.
Get the grain and the.
Grains. This is the person who asked it.
What does a vegan zombie say? Grains.
Rivers of Blood, no.
There is no functional rivers of blood on the market.
Longest handle to blade ratio, a Nagamaki.
Yeah, right here. I got you right here.
We have ones that are even longer.
Yeah, but this is the closest one.
Yeah, this is the closest one on hand. Albion makes some of the best stuff ever for Euros.
I own 2, and I have a 3rd one on order.
You'll get it in 2 years.
Yeah.
Our USA base, yes, we're based in Richmond, Virginia.
It would be cool if we could actually get Albions in stock, but we'd have to probably reach out and see what they could be willing to sell to us.
I don't know. I mean,
The Cult of
Do they-
Athena them, so.
I think they usually carry second hands though, like second hand. I don't know if they actually have new ones.
They come straight from Albion.
Really?
Yeah, they're not second hand.
Okay.
It's all new, right? So
Well,
Maybe we can reach out.
I can reach out to them because we just ordered your sword, so maybe I could say, hey, but they're so back ordered, I don't know if we could actually get them. But
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
If they made it so
They
light
probably have a
that
deal
it
or a
makes
contract or
space.
something.
here's a law sword over here.
Law Odachi.
This is Law's Odachi.
Can I draw it?
Yes, you can. These are all full tang sharp swords, yes. Thank you, SP, for posting our Discord. Join our Discord, discord.gg/RVA Katana. General price, we start at 80 and go into the thousands. Moonveil, we're waiting on. We do have some coming. We are sold out. I got kicked
can't
out.
keep
Don't
that in
know
stock.
if you answered my question if the swords come pre-sharpened. Yes, they are sharp, Jet and Sarah. They are sharp. I'd work there. Y'all seem chill. You're only seeing us when we're showing things off. When we're packing things up and shipping them, it's a pain in the butt, and I work them like slaves.
Yeah. When we're not on camera, John's just carrying on, screaming and cursing at us.
Yep. What quality metal is typically used? We have various qualities.
Yep. Our lowest quality, quote unquote, is 1045. That's what I consider the minimum carbon content for a sword. And we go
Claymore's
into
back there.
160, and then we go into 1095, and we get just all sorts of crazy stuff.
What type of sword was common between 900 to 1100 AD? Where?
Whatever they could get.
Where?
Yeah, where?
Kusanagi no Tsurugi. No, we don't have that.
Because if you're talking Japan, it's just going to be Tamahagane the whole time.
Jay, visit our website, rva-katana.com. Look up Dragon Spring. We have several for $80. And in fact, if you use our coupon code HOLIDAY2024, it's 10% off for $72. Michonne's Katana, we'll show you the S5 shock steel version. This is the kind that's really hard to break. We also have one in 65 MN, which is like a third of the price.
I like this one better.
This one is much cooler.
Yeah.
Much nicer leather, much nicer steel, much nicer fittings altogether. No Damascus Emma.
That there's a Celtic anthropomorphic sword.
Yeah, Morphic sword.
Yeah, so if you turn it blade down,
It looks like Mr. Bill's
it's a
screaming.
little dude. It's
Do
the one with
you-
the handle.
Do you know what makes Cloudhammer's Tamahagane
see,
versus a classic
I
bend?
love that.
So, Jay Linscott, Cloudhammer gets it from the NBTHK's Tamahagane run. So they have like a smith friend in Japan who doesn't always use it, and so he gets his we'd have to special order that one for you because it has some corrosion.
Yeah.
Unless you want to
Yeah.
buy that one.
If you want to buy that one, we can take like $25, $50 off. It should be pretty easy to clean off anyway. But the thing is, those leather scabbards, sheaths, they wipe off, they absorb the oil, so they rust more easily. So
Gotcha.
yeah,
The Celtic sword does not appear to be on the side.
go look at see what Colt's selling them for. Sasuke's grass cutter depends on which one we have shown that have been sharpened. Big Kisaki. Okay,
you look it up,
Tim
Ryan?
Seaton, you want to see a big Kisaki?
Oh yeah, the Wind and Thunder.
The Wind and Thunder. This is got an enormous Kisaki.
Unlike John.
Hey.
look at that monster.
Let me grab this.
Yeah.
And I will hold it at an angle so you can see this Kisaki. So you can see right there, there's the Yokote. See if you can see it over here.
And that's only part of the picture too.
And I'm going to turn it over this way and you can see
see
how it widens.
The reinforcement on that tip there is just nuts.
It also has the Nagashi line over there. That's really a nice detail. You don't see them very often in Chinese swords. You can just see how the planes change on the mune. So you don't really see these a lot on Chinese-made swords. So nicely done one. That's the Wind and Thunder. It is a beast of a sword. That's one of our heaviest katana.
It is.
We do have Waroichi Monji.
And having that reinforced tip makes it feel heavier too, because you got all that extra, steel at the very end of the blade.
Onimaru Kunitsuna, we just got the Tachi version in, Valdemar. We need to ship 2 out. I can't remember if you ordered one or not, but we got 3 in, and we have an order for 2, so we have 1 at the moment. The Tachi version. We just don't have it on the floor. It's still in styrofoam.
Ring, ring.
Bleach, we have bleach swords over here. Valdemar, we should have 1 left, and we are getting 2 more via sea freight. Meliodas, we don't have.
Thank you, John.
Thanks for coming in.
Appreciate it. Let's stop by.
Yeah, have a good one.
Mugen swords we are getting, but we currently don't have them. Ninja swords right there.
Hollywood Ninja Swords.
Most expensive right there. Onimaru and one forest gold. 1 forest gold. I don't. Which one is forest gold, Valdemar? I'm not sure. Send me an email. I don't know what you mean by the forest gold. I need to look that up. So, let's see. Katana that was made in Japan. There you go. They're in a glass case or a plexiglass case. Go.
No, that's classic.
Okay. Tempered glass case. Thank
Yeah.
you. Those are the most expensive as well.
Here's our last standard Boldachi from Legacy Blades. The rest that we have are the long ones. So this is closer to 35, 36 inch Nagasa. This one's in purple.
Valdemar, got it. Amare, what sword should you get as a husband in Brazil? He's Brazilian and interested in swords. I mean, any kind of sword, really.
Yeah, just
I don't think the Brazilians had their own specific swords, did
not
they?
that I'm aware of.
I mean, I could be wrong about that.
I mean, they were colonized by the Portuguese, so maybe they would like
Spada
side
type of
swords.
things? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Danny, in the house.
But I mean, capoeira guys are supposedly trained to also be able to use machetes while they're doing capoeira as well.
So maybe a wakasheti would be the way to go.
Yeah,
I think we're out of stock of those.
I did capoeira a long time ago. I miss those days. Back when both of my knees had cartilage.
Nah, that man needs a pink plum.
Yeah. Every man needs a pink plum.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with liking pink.
There's a dirty joke in there somewhere.
Our shop is in Richmond, Virginia. We do have Jan. In fact, we cut with a Jan yesterday. Actually, we tried to cut with a Jan. Cavalry swords. We have Shashka and Dragoon swords here.
You could use these as infantry though, if you wanted to. They're light enough.
Yeah, well, they're asking for cavalry, so.
Cavalry means it's a very long and heavy bladed saber.
With those cut through 9th century knight's armor, nothing is cutting through armor. You have to find the gaps in the armor.
Yeah, and if you're talking metal armor, like Gambasan, you can theoretically cut through. Like leather lamellar maybe, but we don't think they actually used leather armor in Europe that we're aware of. But you're not cutting through metal plate. You're not cutting through plates of jack. You're not jack of plates. You're not cutting through full harness.
All these
That's why you're using thrusting swords and blunt.
OWB, all these swords are legit in terms of they can be used. They're all practical swords. Hey, Aaron Scudder. Aaron, we need to remember to send the Jade Giant to Aaron tomorrow. So put that on our to-do list, on the task list. Jade Giant to Aaron Scudder. Thanks, Ronan Rise, for posting, because I totally forgot I need to ship you that sword.
Do we only have the one?
We have several,
Oh, okay.
like 3 or 4. Favorite blade steel for edge retention? ASAP 88 is probably in here the best edge retention.
I like SX105B because you can get it either through hardened or differentially hardened.
Yeah.
So depending on what you want.
Sword for zombie apocalypse. If you're looking for durability, S5. Decent, good katana, sharp and strength. Vortex for $225. We have some that are much more expensive.
It all depends on how much you want to spend.
Longest, these guys over here, they're all about 39-inch long blades. Most flexible, probably that one we were just showing, the Shashka.
Yeah. So let me see if it'll show up on camera. 'Cause this guy,
They use-
despite its flexibility, it'll sail through tatami mats. But like, you can do like a modern Olympic coupe with this.
Waldemar says that they use boiled leather and there are written records of inventories of armories. That's pretty cool.
Kuya Buli, I've heard of that, but no specific recipes that I'm aware of.
The 2 katana under the Cloudhammer Tamahagane.
Yeah, the whole Kuya Buli, the boiled leather thing is still kind of contended at the moment.
So it's the iron bamboo. Can you write that we also need to look for the whirlwind? Did you sharpen that whirlwind to ship out?
That was Friday.
You shipped it out?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. But we should have another whirlwind somewhere, so we need to bring it down.
Check out that hum online.
So whirlwind,
I don't know if it's showing up, but
yeah.
we have the Kogai and Kogatana.
Doing any more ASAP 88 katana? We can get more. We don't have any in the works, but we can always get them. Yamato we do have.
Yeah, we can always ask Cloudhammer if they'll make one for us.
Yeah, they'll always make them for us.
But they usually like to do it in batches, though, don't
Yeah,
they?
always. Yeah, well they have batches. They have bare blades.
Oh, okay.
Any swords that have history? We do have some antiques. Stormlight shard blades.
Oh, Brandon Sanderson. No, nobody's making reproductions of those that I'm aware of.
I mean, Brandon Sanderson's big, but might not be that big.
Yeah, plus, like, even if they are making replicas, I don't think we're to the point where they're making functional ones.
I like the way the sage was tied on that.
Yeah, that's interesting. I've not seen a presentation not done like this before.
That's because Ryan tied this one actually.
Ryan.
So that's why. Flip it around.
Ryan did the presentation not upside down.
Ryan did that not there. So that's why you haven't seen one like that. We had to basically all the iron bamboos. They had the setup was really bad in terms of the way they had the karitsuno. The new versions don't have karitsuno, so we had to take the old versions and add the new saya, and so we had to retie the sageo.
All the work we have to do behind the scenes for you guys.
Just twist it around.
Just rotate it.
No, it was just more that they were very poor, just like they didn't stick very well.
He's talking about the presentation not.
Oh.
You just turn it, right? Never mind that it's attached in here, right?
Oh, I see what's going on. Yeah. So 9th to 10th century Templar knight versus samurai. Who's winning? I mean,
The better fighter.
the better fighter.
That's always how that goes.
It's like,
Or whichever one's in more armor.
yeah, everyone's always saying like, which style is better than what? It comes down to the individual.
Yeah, it's very the way people fight. And what's effective. Like there are only so many ways to swing a sword, but the details in your execution is also just a very individual thing.
The blade on the pink plum is 65 mn Zeist. I just ordered a Tanta from you guys a few days ago. Can't wait for it to come in. Awesome, Rancid.
Love
Thanks.
to hear it.
Try to get your first katana. Well, then our work here is done.
Love to hear it.
All right.
There we go again.
There we go. It might actually be a legit call. You never know.
Never know.
They're calling from North Carolina. I'm going to answer this really quickly. Bear with me a second here.
I wonder if it's from my.
This is RVA Katana.
Hey, it's Mike. I had a question about Cloud Hammer Sword.
Yeah.
Do they do like semi-custom stuff, like the monster wide? Did I get a different wrap on that?
Yeah, you could do it. It will cost extra. But yeah, you could do that. The best thing to do is send us an email. We're live streaming right now. But if you can send us an email, we can get back to you. Just send us an email with the details you want. And then we can give you a quote.
Okay,
All right?
perfect.
Bye-bye.
Sir. Sounds good.
All right, there we are. The samurai were trained better. Never put a blade side down unless it's a double side blade. Morgan, yeah, that's not true either.
Tachi display edge down.
Yes, Tachi displayed
Uchiga-
edge down.
Uchigatana display edge up.
Yeah, if your sword will dull just from just sitting there and not moving, then it's probably not heat treated very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like we're quieting down, so we could probably shut this baby down, maybe, possibly. Hold on a second.
That call did it.
Let's see. Any more questions, comments before we shut down? Men at Arms, especially knights, would have been trained consistently since childhood. Yes,
Oh, yeah.
indeed. Would you consider 65mm to be a high grade or mid grade or
Mid-grade.
low grade? It's middle.
Yeah. No,
John Pitigo, it's better than your regular carbon steel because the manganese in it gives it a little more durability and flexibility.
especially in cold weather.
Location rva-katana.com, and we're in Richmond, Virginia. Just ordered the Dark Sentinel. That's an awesome sword.
Yeah, that thing's so cool.
Wado Ichimonji. Yeah, we can show you Wado Ichimonji. We actually cut with the sword, and it cut really well.
Surprisingly.
We
yeah.
were really surprised at how well it was just going through tatami mats. How much for the sea green one on your left? Could you show it maybe? The sea green one.
The Waddle?
No, that was earlier. Avocado, sorry, we missed where was it? Medieval
We were
swords.
just standing there.
Medieval swords over here. If you mean the Rayskin one, that's made of tamahagane. It's one of our more expensive. It's 1850.
Here's the Albrecht 2 hand-and-a-half sword. I really like this.
Yeah, that's a really pretty one. Do you have an upside down katana? What do you mean by that?
What? Upside down?
Like which side is right side up and which side? Was this the one you were talking about, avocado? That looks like an avocado. This one has like a high end. It has real silk. It has a rayskin saya. It has brass fittings, and it is made of tamahagane, which is traditional Japanese steel. So this is one of our more expensive swords in shop. Like of all our modern swords, this is probably like the 4th or 5th most expensive.
And the only more expensive ones are the meteorite ones.
The white boxy one. Do you mean Inosuke sword right there?
Let's put this back.
Katana with a blade on the backside. You mean like double-edged one? We are getting some double-edged ones soon.
So Monoha. Let's show off a Monoha real quick. So this is Kisaki Monoha. So we have a flat. We have the standard mune spine here, but then we have the second edge.
It's called Inosuke. 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 It's from Demon Slayer. Do all swords like the grass cutter have such giant-looking handles?
No,
Gut sword we don't have.
that'd be hundreds of pounds.
People like big swords.
Yeah.
Did Joe Burrow buy from y'all? If he did, then they would be cursed. We'd only sell him cursed swords. Joe Burrow is just not fair. I mean, he's like number one, supremely talented quarterback. He's a handsome guy. Yeah. Too bad he plays.
I hate him because I'm not him.
Exactly. And plus he plays for the Bengals. Who's the old man in the photography? That's Ip Man. And then my teacher, Loman Kam.
Who is not his nephew?
Yes. Typical prices start at $80, going to thousands. Roman swords, we do usually carry Gladius, but we're currently sold out. Geisha swords are not back in yet, Danny.
Yeah, no Opie swords at the moment.
Lambient light functional.
I'm
I'm not sure what that is, yeah.
La Vega bought a pink plum?
Mike de la Vega, did you buy a pink plum?
Bro, what are you doing?
I swear he's just trolling us. At this point.
I know. So remember, I need to take that with me because I'm packing a whole bunch of things to ship to him tomorrow. So, yeah, we saw that, Mike. We saw you bought the pink plum. Thanks. Blue Katana, we do have. Hey, Kyle Doan in the house. Kunai, we don't have.
So here's a blue. The blade isn't blue, but we've got a blue Saya.
Benjamin Minglin, we have no idea who's buying for use and buying to display. Oldest sword we have here is
We don't have a
700 years
questionnaire as
old.
part of the buying process, so we don't really know what people are going to do with their swords when they buy them.
Yep, pink play. It'll be a Hello Kitty sword.
Oh, nice.
Nice, Mike.
I like that.
I would love it. We should have a Hello Kitty sword made.
Fender reissued their Squire Hello Kitty guitars. Strat.
Master sword, we are getting. Mike de la Vega, in fact, is making us a master sword out of S5 shock steel.
Ever since the dude started making YouTube videos.
Awesome,
Yeah,
Kyle Doan. Great to hear.
Hello Kitty guitar.
Zatoichi, yes, we do have Zatoichi's.
Van Halen on it.
Yeah.
Short cloud hammer over 31 inches. Most of our cloud hammers are 27.5 inches.
Yeah, 31 inches is not short.
Yeah, 31 inches is long for a katana.
Yeah. So here's the short Zatoichi because we've shown the original before.
You
We have this
can,
one.
and we do train with them. If you're left-handed, you don't have to make any investment at all.
Yeah.
Do you plan on getting the Chinese ring sword at home authenticated? I'm not even sure who would do that, authenticate it.
Like, how would you do that?
I mean, it came from a Chinese antique sword association, so hopefully it's authentic.
Hopefully.
So, oldest sword is that one right there in the case, 700 years old. I like all black, and I'm really tall. What would you recommend?
If you just
Odachi.
show them all black, yeah. Yeah, we got an old black.
How about one of these Odachi right over here?
I wish for these all blacks they would like paint or Sharpie on some black on the Mikugi so it's all black. So here's a 38, 39 inch blade. We got black on black with a brass habaki and a silvered seppa.
I'm thinking about getting a longsword and training Hemo. What do you recommend?
Well, for Hema you're gonna want a blunt
Fetter.
fencing sword first off. If you want a sharp for cutting, we can definitely help you out. But if you're going to be actually doing HEMA, you'll need a blunt fencing sword first.
Supposed to do a My Little Pony sword for a YouTuber. Would that be Matt Jensen? That sounds like something Matt Jensen's been.
It does sound like that,
Yeah.
Jensen.
Most prestigious modern day katana bladesmith. Probably Yoshihara Yoshindo in Japan. Howard Clark in the US. Rado swords in wherever Rado sword is. Yeah. It's really some great swordsmiths. Okay. Can you show the three-eyed demon slayer? That's probably this one here. The pink one. Kokushibo. Yoshihara Yoshindo is in Tokyo, I believe. Blue sword. We do have some blue swords. Like, how blue? We have one called, what do you mean by blue? Like a blue blade, blue scabbard? We have a lot that could fit your blue wrap because we have a lot. If you really like blue, here's a very blue one right here. This is called the, excuse me, the Tempest?
Well, it's Nami themed, so I don't know if it'd be Tempest. But you can also visit our website. You can look up and see all of our blue swords on our website.
I'm pretty sure this is the Tempest. This one is, yeah. Does titanium Damascus really make it better? No.
No.
Who does that? Nobody does that, as far as I
Titanium
know.
is not a great material to make a sword out of. For all the labor involved in making it, you don't get the returns are nothing but diminishing on that.
Azure Spring Sky for $250. This is a really nice sword. Tempest is $275. How much business was gained after Joe Burrow? Not much, because it's not like Bengal fans buy swords. We've been in business for just over 3 years. Do you have original Japanese ones? We do. Visit our website, rva-katana.com, and look under antique Japanese swords, because we do have several. Least expensive are these $80 Dragon Spring ones over here.
Here's our gold plum, one of our best sellers.
I need an Odachi for cosplay. Can you tell me their characteristics? They're long. They're long.
Minimum 3 shaku length blade. And a shaku is 11.93 inches, so times that by 3, that is the minimum length for your blade.
Yeah, Joe Burrow bought his entire offensive line swords, antique swords. Yeah, just look at our website, rva-katana.com, and look up antique Japanese swords.
I feel bad for the rest of his team, though, that didn't get anything.
Well, no, the offensive line is what protects him, so.
Yeah, still, though.
Demon Slayer Mitsuri, yeah. Mitsuri, yeah. That's one. Here's Mitsuri right over here with the turquoise symbol. Looks like Cary Street. Yes, it is Cary Street.
Right across the street from Shindig.
We're right across from Shindig's. Wakizashi? Yes, we have a lot of Wakizashi in stock. Yep, there's Shindig's right across the street outside. Rengoku, right there. Yep. How much is the quality katana? Starting about $225 for the Vortex and going way up. I wonder what happened to any of the Man-at-Arms custom swords. You know,
They get sold, some of them. I've seen some of them for sale on Age of Chivalry for like 10 grand. So some of them do get sold. I think some of them are still with Baltimore Nike Sword though.
Most expensive sword is antique. We're located in Richmond, Virginia. The Vortex, we can show the Vortex, which is the best beginner katana. We currently only have 3 versions. We usually have about 6 different color versions in Tsuba, but this is what we have in stock right now.
Yeah, we're waiting for our next batch.
We're waiting, it's on its way. Thick blade on the top of the rack is not thick. It's an Inosuke sword.
It's just got a leather sheath on it.
Samurai Jack, we do have Samurai. I don't know where is Samurai Jack.
It's over here.
I don't know where it's kept, so.
Right here.
I gotta find that Cloudhammer Ninja sword, because that's an S5 shock steel ninja sword.
So here's our Samurai Jack. We've had a longer version before, but this is the one we currently have. So it's a cool blade because it's a Shinogi Zukuri for like the majority of the blade, right? But then you get to the Kisaki, they gave it a Kiriha style Kisaki.
Pretty cool deal there.
Yeah.
The least expensive is the Dragon Spring. We have several $80 swords right now. These would be fine for self-protection if you know how to use it. Samurai Jack, I believe that's $250 if I remember correctly.
$275.
The $700 one, I believe, is $6,000. What is a decent price quality Japan-made katana? Probably about $5 to $6 grand minimum.
The ones on Nippon Zashi are like 7 grand. If I
Yeah.
remember correctly.
Do you know what was considered a tactical sword? Yes.
Oh yeah.
We have a whole rack of Apox over here. Excuse me. Tacticals right over here. Emerald green color, we do. Tanjiro, we just passed by it. We do have it. Shirasaya mounted katana blade. Yes, we do. Shikomizuya, as the case may be.
Yeah.
Practice swords for beginners right there. We have wooden swords down in that case over there for $25. We have one called Emerald Carp, maybe, or maybe Jade Carp. Though I think we sold one of those yesterday. But I think we do have one left somewhere. Can you get a license to carry a sword? That depends on where you live.
Yeah.
Cloudhammer Black Lotus.
I'm putting stuff away upside down. Come on, guys.
The She. Where is the Cloudhammer Black Lotus? We got a bunch of them in
There's
stock.
one on the back of the rack over here.
Oh, we just need to price tag that, baby. Here's the Cloudhammer Black Lotus. Oh, I see. Okay, that's the Twilight Tide.
There it is.
There's the Black Lotus. Here's the Cloudhammer Black Lotus.
Tap and sacrifice to add 3 mana.
Boo.
Hey, you got it. You
Yeah,
got the
this
joke.
is true.
We all got.
Yep.
John Snowblade. Yeah, we'll definitely show that when we have it in stock.
Yeah, we're out of stock at the moment. So here's our Cloudhammer version of the
Hey, Ricky Hearn.
Shashka.
Cloudhammer's Officer Shashka right here. SX105V.
I like that they don't have the leather on here.
Deposit, send us a message, rva-katana.com, and we can talk about it. rva-katana.com. Here's Tanjiro's sword right there. Both his newest version. Tengen Uzui we are out of. We usually carry his double swords, but we are currently out of them.
So someone was asking about this earlier. So this is not a thick blade. This is Inosuke's sword, but I guess they're afraid to give it a wooden saya because of the way the
Yeah.
blade is.
How do you buy? Go to our website, rva-katana.com. rva-katana.com. We are in Richmond, Virginia. Yes, what Jay Lynn Scott says, start with a wooden sword or then move up to aluminum before you get real steel.
Yeah.
That's what we usually recommend.
And if you go straight from wood to steel, we recommend getting one dull.
Zoro swords, right over there. Okay, I am dead tired. Mark's been running around, so we're going to shut this baby down. But thank you all for joining in. And oops, sorry, as I nearly dropped the frickin' thing. So see you guys later over here on.
Hey, here's a cool blue sword. Someone asked about blue swords. It's got blue leather, blue saya here.
Hitatsura Hamon there.
Yeah, someone get this guy. 450 for a really cool Hitatsura style Hamon there.
Okay, Instagram. We are bailing now.
Hi, Insta.
I'm trying to get out of Instagram, but it won't let me.
Yeah.
And now.
You're there forever.
I know. And then YouTube. Looks like we were going to bail in a second here. any blades from Lord of the Rings? We do have what's called a halfling sword.
You can look it up on our website, rva-katana.com.
Yep. All right. See you guys later.
Later, guys.
See ya.